good memories with this thing. Let's go! Let's go! We did it! Let's go! Huh? What do we have here? Time for the SuperDeker Pro. We're taking our game to the next level. Let's go. Oh, it's heavy. Boys, I'm absolutely fired up. We have the brand new SuperDeker Pro. Have never seen this, have never used it. Today we're going over all the brand new features that this thing has to offer. First things first, we're gonna unbox this thing, get everything ready to go, and then we'll show you all the new features. Let's go. Board is looking beautiful. We got a little ASMR, listen. It's flying. One take, are you kidding me? That's smooth. Our SuperDeker Pro is set up and ready to go, and as you can see, this thing is absolutely giant. Biggest difference that you'll notice right away is the size. So they've added an additional panel. It used to just be the two ends, so you could easily reach it without really moving. Now you're gonna actually have to get some major body movements in to reach both corners. In terms of the graphics and the surface looks super slick. We're gonna get some pucks on there now to see how it slides. Graphics and presentation look much better, and there's a few extra things that are a little hidden as well. The first thing is you can take this thing any place, anywhere. So they have added a charger. Instead of having to plug it in at all times, you can charge the board up and take it on the go. Along with that, there's also a hidden compartment under each of the panels so you can store everything that you need to take this on the road. So while the original SuperDeker was super limiting, this one here you can take anywhere, and it's bigger too. Another thing is you can remove this middle panel entirely and just play with the two. So if you're a rookie, maybe you're a smaller guy just starting out, you might start with the two, and then as you get older and advance, you make it bigger. All right, enough talking. It's time to actually get to work. Up first, we have our zero friction ice spray. So we're gonna toss this all over the board, wipe it down, and then this puck should be sliding like ice. Just a couple sprays on each, up and down the board, and hopefully this will be sliding even better than the first one. Gave it a slight little spray. Let's see if it's got a little slide. Oh, that is crispy. Perfect. Now let's go all the way down the board. Just give it a slight, I'm just gonna give it a slight touch. Dude, that's sick. All right, this is nice and smooth. The panels are connected nice and smooth as well, so you're not feeling that bump as you're going over it. We're looking good. Let's set up the app and hop into this thing. So this is where things get interesting. There is a SuperDeker app with 10+ modes and all sorts of different variations right off the rip. Not just that, it's not just the red lights that you stick handle to and you're done. There are now blue lights, which are defenders, and green lights, which are power-ups. Utilizing all these different modes, there may be a defender set up here that you have to stick handle around, toe drag around him, and then go up the ice. We have not tried this thing. We have not looked up anything about this. You guys are gonna be seeing my first ever attempt. So we got it set up. The app's ready to go. Let's hop on in. First one we're gonna set up here is just nice and simple. It's basically what the old one was with the defenders added in. So we're gonna go training with 2 defenders. So there's gonna be 2 blue dots that we have to avoid. The red is what we're using. We can start it from our phone. Let's go. The whistle. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so there's the blue lights that we have to avoid. The red lights, of course, are the ones that we have to hit. I'm wondering, let's see what happens when we do hit a blue light. So we lose a point. Okay, so if you go over the blue, you're losing a point. You go over the red, you gain a point. Dude, this is way tougher. Having to reach all the way over. Okay, So there's our first run. I can tell you right off the rip, this is a much better actual training tool versus the old one that, yeah, it was fun and yes, you're working on your hands, but it's not so much situational. This time we got toe drags that we have to pull off. There's 2 defenders in the middle. We gotta drag that puck through their legs to keep our points going. So first take, I'm actually a little winded. Like, you're moving all the way over side to side. You gotta put in some extra work in here. So when we finish up our run, we can actually go into the app and see all the scores of other players that have played this exact mode. As you can see up top here, we got Seagray. Shout out to Seagray, pulling off 66 on the new Pro. Well done. In our first attempt, little warm up, we ended up 31. So rank 10 in the world right now. So we got some work to do, but still pretty sick what you can do. The leaderboards obviously are gonna push people to compete and be the best they can be. Let's try out some of the other modes. So we got a more classic mode out of the way, but let's see what this thing has to offer. The next mode is called Multiplier, and that's gonna be the green lights that we mentioned earlier. If you go over the green lights in 2 seconds, you get double points for an extended period of time. Highest score wins. Let's see where we rank on the leaderboards in this one. I'm also tossing the GoPro on to give you guys an angle of what it actually feels like. Here we go. Oh, and maybe my favorite feature of this entire thing, if you mess up and say the puck goes off like that, you want to restart, you don't have to bend down. On the old SuperDeker, you just have to crouch down, boom, boom, turn it off, turn it on. Now all you do, tap the replay button and you're golden. That's sick. It's time to set a world record. This is my moment. Here we go. Okay, we have to focus. I mean, the green is an absolute must here. In 3, 2, 1, go. There's our green. Got it. So there's our double points active. Dude, this feels so smooth compared to the old one. Like, look at how crispy the passes are coming off that thing. This is nasty. Come on. Green. Got it. Let's go. 15 seconds. Holy, this is a workout. Okay, score there is a 52. First attempt. That's not bad. I was looking at the leaderboards. I think we're getting close to the top there on attempt number 1. So as you can see, we got our score there. 52. Best of the age range is an 82. Are you kidding me? Who is that kid? Then if we want to save our score, we just hit the save button. Boom, there's our score, 52. Lock it in. Quick intermission as a review just to talk about what we've experienced so far. This thing is working literally perfectly. All the modes seem pretty sick. You guys see the light. Right when you go over the lights, they pop off. They're very colorful, so you can see them nice and clean. Also, a couple things I want to talk about with the scoreboard. With the old SuperDeker, you used to be limited to just 99. All the 7-year-olds that got the 99 scores, first of all, you guys are nasty. I don't know how you did it. Now you can go up to 999. So they got the 3 numbers on the scoreboard. They also have a new speaker system in here, so it's louder. There's like a nice whistle when it starts, which is just a small addition. Again, nothing crazy, but it really does help the overall experience. In terms of the actual stick handling, I mean, this thing slides phenomenally. Again, we're barely putting any pressure on that. I would say this really does feel like a fresh sheet of ice. And even though it's only a couple extra feet with the additional panel, having that extra space really does make all the difference in terms of, hey, when you want to reach out here, boom, you're using your whole body, I'm leaning into it, and then bringing it back the opposite way. That really gets you moving, gets a workout in, and helps you with actual in-game situations that will come up. All that being said, this is the same SuperDeker that we know and love, just a little bit longer with a lot more features. All good things from me, man. So let's check out one more game and see how I can improve our game. And then I think it's time for us to break a record. So we'll play one, settle down, nice little warmie. Then it's time for our world record attempt. Let's see what we can do. So again, there's so many different modes in here. There's different drills for anything you can think of. If you want to work on your toe drags, if you want to work on your passing, they've got it. The one I want to check out is called Around the World. And this is basically where target's gonna pop up on the sides. You have to return back to the middle. So dangle, back to the middle. Corner, back to the middle. And see how many we can get. Here we go. Here we go, around the world. We gotta hit the first one, and then we'll find out where we're going. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Oh, it's probably best just to do like the one touch. So instead of wasting the extra handles, we'll just go boom, 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 boom. That's nice. We're buzzing. Go, outreach. Come on, let's finish this strong. We gotta get around the world at least once. There we go, now we're going back the opposite way. Okay, now we're starting to figure it out, dude. It's all about that quick one touch, man. So 47 is our score there. Not a bad run, and I think that really gets you moving with those quick hands. So it's not like the other modes where you can kind of miss and dangle around. This one's more about the precision. You want to go bop, 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 and find your way around the world. So that's a quick little glimpse as to all the different modes that you can use. I think now that we're nice and warm, now we're feeling good, it's time to set a world record. Today's our day. Number 1, you'll be seeing Nasher on top. Something else I completely forgot about. This is actually a game changer. One sec. The new SuperDeker puck does not have a side that has to be down. So there's a lot of times when you're playing, for whatever reason, maybe it goes off the board, maybe it flips off the bands, that the puck will twist around. And usually that completely messes you up. You can see on the old SuperDeker puck, it says this is the downside. So you have to play with this portion up for it to work. But with the new SuperDeker puck, you can go either way. So even if you make a mistake, you can quickly get it back onto the board and get moving. That's a nice little touch. For the most part, this has been great. Right when I go over a red light, it actually counts right that moment. There's a couple times where, hey, you get close and maybe it should have hit and it didn't. Also, I'm noticing, since we're playing on carpet, maybe this wouldn't happen if you're outside on cement or if you're on a stronger surface. This is moving just a little bit, and sometimes the puck will get stuck for just like a half second just because it's tilting. Again, that's probably because we're on carpet, but just something to keep in mind. Listen, you guys saw in my dream in the intro, one of my greatest moments with the SuperDeker was beating none other than Pavel Barber. Now there's a man at the top of the leaderboards right here, right now. Barber from Canada. His score on the default mode is 63. Is that Pavel Barber? That's the question of the day. You know what? Just in case it is, we're gonna beat it today. So our score to beat is 63. My highest score on the OG SuperDeker is a 71. But again, with the extra panel in here, it makes it a bit tougher. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to hit 63 today, but we're gonna give it our all. All right, hopping into our world record attempt, default mode. Here we go, boys. This is the SuperDeker Pro. Here we go, everything on the line. We're utilizing the bands, giving it our all. Get a couple warmies in here. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I love the bands. Oh, nice start, nice start. We need a couple quick ones in a row like that. That's really the difference maker in this thing. A couple quick ones and you're golden. Yes, yes. Holy, dude. If this isn't top 10, I don't know what is. Let's just keep up this pace. Oh, finish it strong. No, no. Oh, it fell off the board. Okay, we didn't quite get to 52. I believe that is still in the top 10 though. All right, we're gonna take a look at it. I choked at the end, barely slid off. I was looking at the scoreboard instead of taking a glance at the puck, and we paid the price, but let's find out. So we have our score here, 50. The best there, 63. We're not getting that today, but again, you guys want me to put in some work on here, I will. I'll get training in the off season, come back next video. We'll be ready to go. Save score, 50. Lock it in, score saved. Come on, give me top 10. Boom! We're number 10. Oh, baby. We have done it, dude. I'm telling you what. We only did this a few times, and I'm absolutely drenched. We got number 10. For some reason, my thing says female. We got to get that fixed, but we're sitting at 50. Boom. Right behind Enzo, sitting at 50 as well, tied with him. We're gonna work our way up though, I tell you what. So final thoughts on the SuperDeker. This thing is unreal. A huge upgrade over the first one. The first one worked well, don't get me wrong. But the slight improvements that they've made, lengthening the board, that really does make all the difference. Of course, my favorite part is you're connected to the app. Not only can you reset it and see your score on here, but you're also connected to the leaderboard so you can rank yourself amongst the entire world. The upgraded lights, the addition of defenders, the different modes. You can basically work on every aspect of your game, whether that's passing, toe drags. You saw the modes that we tested out as well. This thing, I mean, this thing's sick. If I were to give any downsides to this thing, I don't even know if I would call them downsides. It's just things you have to consider. First of all, this thing's huge. You need a lot of space in your house if you want to use all 3 of the panels. Second of all, if you are planning on carpet, again, it is usable. You might just be better off putting some plastic tiles or putting a piece of wood underneath so that you don't have this thing riding up and down a little bit. But even on the carpet, we still got it done. Now, just to be 100% upfront with you guys, they're not paying me to say anything good about this. I genuinely think this is a good product. It does come in at $500, so this is very, very expensive. But you gotta think, especially if you're a kid picking this thing up, you can start with the 2 panels, and then as you grow and as the software gets updated, maybe they'll be adding more drills over time. That's gonna allow you to work on your skills for years and years and years. So that's all my thoughts on this thing. I love the OG SuperDeker. I love the SuperDeker Pro, and we're gonna keep on grinding and seeing what we can do. If you guys do wanna see some more videos with the SuperDeker, let me know. We can try to beat Barber's score. We could also get our man John's plan on the SuperDeker at some point in the future. But that is going to do it for this review. If you guys did find this helpful, you know what to do. Hit the video with a like, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1 milli, and that's it for me. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.